Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me for yet another cool, amazing, rare, spectacular toy. And as always before we get rolling here, make yourself comfortable. Kick back in that bar stool, that Barco lounger, the lazy boy, the office chair in the cubicle or your couch, your living room, your kitchen stool, wherever you're at. Grab the steaming cup of coffee if it's morning, or the proverbial scotch and soda, or akin, maybe a wine, and kick back and relax. If it's the evening, or if it's lunch, maybe it's just a Pepsi. Coke, maybe a Coke. Coke, no Pepsi. Remember, who was that? Was it Dan Belushi that used to say that on Saturday Night Live? Coke, no Pepsi. So grab a Coke, get caffeinated, get a snack, focus, pay attention, because now I'm in control of the screen, and your eyes are glued to this beautiful, lovely gold motorcycle. And before I get into the toy and the box, also, please, if you're a lurker, do me a favor and subscribe to the channel. That would be very much appreciated. And share the videos, too. That also helps. So with that out of the way, what do we have here? The exceptionally rare Mighty Atom Jet Auto. Why do they call a motorcycle a Jet Auto? Who knows? I have absolutely no idea, but that's what they called it. It's friction powered, and it was rare enough that I had to step up to the bidding plate, as they say, wave the paddle, the virtual internet paddle, and abscond with this lovely piece for my Astro Boy case. Because I said, I don't know when I'd ever find this thing in the box again. I think I've seen this cycle one other time. I'm not sure if I've seen the box before, though. So let's start with this beautiful box. And you know my feelings on Astro Boy art. It looks like a comic book. I mean, most of the box art does, but because he's a flesh-tone character, he looks like a character in a comic book, like a Spider-Man or an Iron Man to me, or a Superman, because it's just, he's a humanoid, even though he's technically a robot. So he's on this beautiful, what kind of motorcycle would you say this is? It looks to me like one of those, my opinion, right? And I'm not a big, knowledgeable person on motorcycles, but I would say this is like what I remember loosely as like the British cafe racer style bikes. Is that right? Maybe like Triumph style. I'm trying to think of the other ones, but like a 60s cafe racer is my guess. I could be completely wrong, and you can fill me in on it. Maybe it's an early Honda, when Honda was making cool motorcycles before they penetrated the United States auto market with their cars. And anyway, he's sitting here, and I don't know what he's doing over here. He's like either saying, slow down, or you're going to win, or he's happy, he's excited. He reminds me of Wimpy a little bit. He doesn't look like the usual professor. And then you got this beautiful crowd in the background. Look how they, I guess, assume we're up close, so you have more details on the crowd here. But as you pan out, like you're pulling the camera away, they get muddled and obscured into this like lifeless watercolor, a suggestion of a crowd. And it's just really cool. The main thing, though, is that he's beautifully depicted the motorcycle, and himself is just very vivid and lifelike and bold, too, very bold. So vibrant colors, too, even though it's kind of brown, too, like, which you wouldn't expect that to pop. Now, here's the Asakusa, and I guess, I don't know why I've never mentioned this before, but clearly it's a dog, a dog head with a crown on it, because there's the little dog nose. That's my interpretation. I mean, and the A1 is where the eyes should be, but it looks like it's a lovely dog. And Asakusa, man, I've had some freaking phenomenal Asakusa toys, like the A1 space car. Of course, they made the Thunder Robot, so they're like a powerhouse manufacturer especially of the rarities. And here he is from the side, zipping away. Now, why is he on the motorcycle? Because he can fly. He doesn't need a motorcycle to fly, but I guess because he can. Why do we all do anything? Why do we bungee jump and do crazy things? Because we can. And he's Astro Boy, so he can really do whatever he wants. And that's your side panel. Nice font, kind of started getting a little more modern. And now we're going to transition to the lovely toy. So the toy is pretty clean. I mean, it has a couple of spots. It looks like there's some minor touch-up on the upper arm area there. Oh, I should have had my light. I forgot all about that. But, I think it's bright enough here. So this gold is really, really slick. Very cool. Look at the litho details. I mean, you can kind of stare at this for a long time. The head is highly detailed here. The wire. Look at the exhaust shooting flames out over here. That's pretty badass. And he's got his face festooned on the bike. It's got like spokes, 10 litho wheels. Now, it looks like they spin here, but the trick is down here because this is where the friction drive is. So they kind of fool you with these fake tires. They really don't spin. Well, the front one does spin, but it's not necessary. You can play with this without spinning any of these fake tires. And he's even got his name emblazoned on the gas tank, like he went to Orange County Choppers and said, "Hey man, can you put my name on here?" And they said, "Sure thing." Here's the front. Now the head doesn't turn. It's kind of fixed into place, so I don't want to mess with it, crack it. You got the character sticker, which a lot of them have. And usually it says Mushi Productions, which is what it says here, although it won't come up on camera. Here's Asakusa's logo right there. There's the top of your bike, a couple of dials. The litho details aren't that spectacular on the top, but I think on the engine side of it, they're awesome. And then the friction works freaking awesome. And one more for the road. So, my friends, if you are in the market and you say, you know what, I don't want to buy a real motorcycle, but I do want to drop over like 15K, you too can buy a friction-powered Mighty Atom Jet Auto if it ever becomes available again in the box, which is probably unlikely for another 10 years, maybe 20, but if you're insane enough, that's probably what it would cost you. But in the meantime, let me know what you think of this cool cat. I think it's awesome. The gold is really striking. I don't see too many gold toys, obviously, especially a motorcycle. So I think it's really, really nice. And if you like it, you know what? Do me a favor, thumb up the video and leave a remark. And again, don't forget to share the videos. And a final reminder, if you're a lurker, please subscribe. So with that, thanks for your time. It's greatly appreciated, and I will talk to you later.